Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome to a brand new makeup transformation video where we're going to turn into a crazy cool character like we did last time, but today it's going to be a well-known book character that's in a current movie that's out now. But today's video is sponsored by Audible because not only do I watch the movies in theaters, but I also read and study characters from audiobooks. I've been using Audible for many years now to listen to my books while I'm doing makeup transformations and while I'm prepping for videos. Audible is offering our listeners a 30-day free trial if you text KatSketch to 500-500, or if you go to audible.com/katsketch to get your free audiobook. Make sure to check out the link down below in the description box to get your free 30-day trial of Audible. Audible has an unmatched selection of audiobooks, original audio shows, news and comedy, and much more. It goes for devices for iPhones, iPads, and much more. And they have a whisper sync for voice switch back and forth between reading and listening to your favorite audiobook. And that's why I teamed up with Audible today to bring you this video and revisit one of my absolute favorite characters from my favorite books growing up as a child, A Wrinkle in Time. We're going to turn into the character Mrs. Witch today. Oprah plays her in the current movie. It's amazing. The makeup is so cool. So I hope you guys will enjoy this bedazzled, studded, beautiful Miss Witch from the movie and book A Wrinkle in Time. Now let's get started with the makeup, shall we? So to begin the video, make sure that you have a cover up on. I am not naked, I promise. I have a wrap on, a little sleeveless top. Then I'm gonna get a wig cap to cover up my hair because we are definitely going to need a wig later, just like Mrs. Witch. Blonde, curly, gorgeous locks. Now it is time to prep my brows. You guys know the drill. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, I like to cover up my brows with glue stick and powder. I do about 4 layers of glue and powder. Make sure each layer is completely dry before moving on to the next, just so that we have a flat surface to glue on our bejeweled eyebrows like Mrs. Witch later. And you can paint on them, all different types of things. If you do not have gadgets and gizmos and jewels aplenty on hand, I would still cover your brows to draw on them. Now it is time to prep our skin for some foundation and a beautiful beauty makeup. I'm getting my favorite moisturizer, and that is the Glamglow Waterburst. It smells like creamsicles. It's amazing, super hydrating, making sure I'm getting that all over my skin but not on the eyebrows. You really want it to soak in there evenly. And then we're gonna move on to our primer. I'm using a bougie Marc Jacobs one since you know this was Oprah's face. We're doing her beauty makeup design, so I wanted to make sure I have a clean canvas that makeup will stick to. Now I'm just getting my favorite concealer Corrector palette. This is the Dermaflage behind the scenes Corrector palette. I use their 2 orange tones in there and mix it and put it on my eyebrows to block them eyebrows because I have dark brow hairs. And I am also going to put it on my under eyes as well, where I have deep dark circles from staying up way too late. Hiding my raccoon eyes or owl eyes because I have no sleep schedule. It's very unhealthy. But I am also going to get some Corrector concealer to put it on the redness around my nose and different spots around my face. If you have hormonal acne or red bumps of texture, you could put this on other areas. These steps are totally optional. You may not need it, but I definitely need to. And I'm going to blend all that out with a damp beauty sponge, making sure it's all blended so we don't have splotches of just colors across our face. Now once that is blended, I'm getting my absolute favorite foundation. This is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. It is my all-time favorite. It is good for combination to dry skin. It's a medium to full coverage foundation. It's like my absolute favorite for characters. I'm just blending that with the damp beauty sponge. I went bougie all the way, used a beauty blender since this is a Queen Oprah makeup. Mrs. Witch herself from A Wrinkle in Time. Making sure you don't forget not just the whole face but also the neck. You don't want like a caked face mask of foundation. You want it to look flawless. Now just getting my all-time favorite full coverage concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm putting that on my eyebrows and on my eyes, under eyes, my eyelids, blending that out with the damp beauty sponge. Really make sure it's blended because I feel like I could have blended it even more in the brow area. And doing that on both sides, once that's completely blended, I'm going to get another concealer because I am super extra and I want to brighten my under eyes, so I'm getting a concealer that's a shade or two lighter. This is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. Super affordable, great coverage. I absolutely love it. And I'm putting that on my trouble areas where I have hollowness and the creases on my outer corners and on my eyebrows as well, which was a little extra step that maybe you don't need to do. Then I'm going to dip my beauty sponge into my setting powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. It is my absolute favorite powder for setting the under eyes. Once my under eyes are set with powder, I'm going back with my Tarte Shape Tape, that is my skin tone, and putting that on areas that have trouble spots where I did those correctors before, like where I have acne, redness, just areas that I want coverage. Blending all that out again. If you don't like dipping back into powder and liquid makeups with a beauty sponge, you may need 2 or so beauty sponges for this look. But I'm dipping back into that Maybelline Fit Me or whatever translucent setting powder you want that you love on your face, and I am patting that into the skin over that foundation. Now it's time for this girl to highlight and contour. I'm getting my favorite contour highlight powder from Morphe, getting the yellow tone powder to do the under eyes and parts of my eyebrows. Then I'm getting the contour shades, some of the lightest shades from this palette to match my skin tone. Because if you haven't realized yet, I am not going to make my skin darker. I am just doing the design of this makeup because it is sickening, and I'm contoured the sides of my face and forehead, my chin, especially my nose. I contoured my nose, which isn't always my favorite thing to do. I don't usually contour my nose because I'm proud of my little Asian mixed girl nose, but I'm contouring it today. And I rub the sides in with some of that yellow tone powder from my contour and highlight powder kit after I use the contour shade on the bridge of my nose. Now I'm getting my all-time favorite blush. This is Tarte's Blush and Exposed. Putting that on the apples of my cheeks. I even put it on the tip of my nose. I don't know why I love blush there, but I do. Then I'm getting my Morphe 35B palette just to use the black matte eyeshadow in it with a flat brush. You could also use some fix spray for this, but we're going to start the design of the eyeshadow, my favorite part. It's going to look like a killer whale Shamu body and tail. I know that sounds weird, but with the tail didn't have fins, that sounds even weirder, I know. It looks like a black fish on her eyes. It reminds me of Black Swan, the ballerina movie. Just a little bit in similar design, but we are just etching out the design of this, putting a matte black base that we're going to put some shimmer on top as well. I really studied and absolutely loved the makeup artist that did this makeup on Oprah for Mrs. Witch on A Wrinkle in Time. It has these flicked out designs. It looks like an extreme eyeliner, but I feel like the shadow just gives so much more dimension with the shimmer. Speaking of shimmer, the shimmer that I put on today is from JCat. I'll make sure to list it down below in the description box, along with all of the products I use in this video. This is like a mousse-like texture. It's a great dupe for some of the higher end layered on shimmery overcoats. It is amazing and it's so affordable and it's gorgeous. It looks a lot like the design from the movie that they had on Miss Witch. Don't forget to get that matte black eyeshadow and bring it down to your lower lash line just to buff it out, make it more cohesive with the look. Now I'm just getting some black eyeliner that's good for the waterline. My favorite is the Rimmel Scandalize. This is always weird to look at, me coloring this part of my skin. Then I'm going to curl my lashes to prep them for some falsies and mascara. And I'm going to get the mascara. My favorite mascara is Tarte's Lights Camera Splashes. And the L'Oreal drugstore one, the Paradise one, that one's great as well. Don't forget to do your lower lashes. Then I'm just getting my full coverage concealer that I've been using, that's my skin tone, and sharpening up the edges of this design on the eye. Now it's time for the crafting section of this video. I got these rhinestones at the store and this amazing glitter silicone from Dermaflage that I've used in my previous video. I'm using this to adhere these beautiful rhinestones that I got from Michael's. I searched far and wide for these to look almost exactly like Mrs. Witch's makeup from A Wrinkle in Time. The design, it's as close as I could actually get to it. I think it looks pretty close. Make sure you look at reference pictures of Miss Oprah Winfrey, Mrs. Witch from A Wrinkle in Time. It really does help. It is so beautiful. This takes a lot of time and is super intricate, but trust me, the end results are worth it. You want the design to be a little bit closer towards where your unibrow would be, and they're gonna go farther out than your natural eyebrows would go, and they're gonna be more straight. That's why we covered our eyebrows at first. It literally looks like a kid's craft project on your face, but in a beautiful way. It is a lot of time, but it looks so beautiful, and you cannot forget the one design on the middle of your forehead that kind of resembles like a little bit of an X marks the spot. Again, I got these from Michael's, and it looks almost exactly like the jewels they used in the movie. And once you look like an imperial goddess, we're going to use the Morphe Bretman Rock collab on this Babes in Paradise highlighter palette, the two lightest shades to highlight our face. Then I'm getting this Milk Makeup Cream in the silver color. Again, I'll make sure to link it down below. But it's the perfect shimmery silver lip color. It's for your eyes, but it looks so great on the lips too, just like Mrs. Witch in the movie. I also layered on the same silver glitter that I used to put on these jewels on top and made sure it's completely dry. Then I'm finally just gonna glue on some false eyelashes onto this face to look like a real queen. Now I'm just getting some silver aqua paint. This is from Graftobian, and it doesn't really show up that well, so then I got Graftobian's powdered metallic in silver and used that to color on and body paint her outfit. She wears this beautiful silver top that I did not have, but I decided to body paint on some silver that looks like Tin Woman realness. This is absolutely one of my favorite makeup effects products ever. It's just so pigmented and beautiful, and they have it in multiple colors like gold and like a rust color. And now it's time to glue on our edges of our wig. Use the Got To Be cream product that a lot of people use to put on their wigs. And I got this beautiful lace front wig off of Amazon that's curly, full, and gorgeous, just like Mrs. Witch from A Wrinkle in Time. It's perfect, so full, giving me Goldilocks realness. But once your wig is laid and situated on your head, we are completely done with this Mrs. Witch makeup transformation from the movie and the book A Wrinkle in Time. You should check out this book on Audible. Go to audible.com/katsketch or text katsketch to 500-500. To get your 30-day free trial, I highly suggest it. It's amazing. Brought back so many memories from high school when I first read it. Now it's time for me to turn back into myself. If you guys do this makeup or any makeup from my YouTube channel, please post on Instagram and tag me, #katsketch. Thank you so much to Audible for sponsoring this video. If it wasn't for you guys watching, I wouldn't get amazing opportunities like this. And you guys know, whoever I sponsor for videos, I absolutely love them and use their services and products all the time. So thank you so much for supporting. Subscribe for more videos like this. Oh my goodness. A twisted, crazy makeup series is coming up, and I cannot wait to show you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. So exciting. Bye.